Hi, this is Matt from Kew Gardens in London. The topic of this video is learning languages, but not any languages, the ones that are really difficult, the ones with plenty of characters, words that are impossible to memorize, so that's the topic of that video. Tool number one, a spreadsheet. Whenever you're learning a new word, add it to a spreadsheet, make a list, and review that list on a regular basis. If you're learning Chinese or Japanese, do 3 columns, and I will explain why later. First column English, second column characters, so if it's Chinese, traditional and simplified characters. Then in the third column, the pinyin, or the romanized version if it's Japanese. Iterating over it often. And it is very... There's a plane going over because we are in Kew Gardens. And Kew Gardens has planes. Tool number 2, flashcards. And you can use flashcards with There Is No Sun. Tool number 2, flashcards. And another thing you can do is use flashcards applications such as cram.com, which allow you to upload your vocab onto a website. So cram.com, you're going to take your spreadsheet, upload it to the website, and then you can download it into an iPhone app, which is going to prompt you for the words. And that's where having those 3 columns inside the spreadsheet comes very handy, because the app is going to prompt you for either the English, the pinyin, or the Chinese characters, and that's really useful. And on top of that, those apps, those flashcards apps, they use a special repetition algorithm, which is going to repeat more frequently the words that you find hard to remember, and that are going to repeat less frequently the words that you do remember. And eventually, you're going to go through your list in a clever way. Tool number 3, course materials, courses. The one I use is Innovative Languages. They have something called ChineseClass101.com. It's a series of podcasts. There is one per lesson, and they also have an iPhone app that you can use to download the courses. You can store the courses offline, and each course has, on top of the podcast, it has grammar notes, lesson notes. Everything is written down. And then they have a line-by-line audio feature, which is actually very useful, because you can go through the dialogues. Every time it's a very small 4-5 sentences dialogue. You go through it. For each line you can switch between the audio, between the Chinese traditional simplified or the pinyin. This is it works quite well. Now, once you've got everything set up on your iPhone, the cool thing is that you can learn absolutely anywhere, and especially during all your wasted time. So, for instance, if you're sitting in a queue at Waitrose waiting at a till, or you're sitting in the tube, you're waiting on the platform. Well, instead of doing nothing, or instead of reading the Free Metro or the Evening Standard, which is full of useless information anyway, just pick up your phone and do some words in your flashcards. Now, if you pick up this habit over a duration of a few months or even a few years, if you keep doing this every day, well, you end up picking up the language, because eventually the words start sinking in. And this is with absolutely zero investment in time from your part, because this is just recycling wasted time. So this is a very non-intrusive way of learning a language. And then finally, tool number 4, the most important, you need to interact with someone who's native at the language, so that you can get direct feedback. That's very important. So for instance, you could talk to a nice Chinese lady who can give you feedback. But I like it when you give me feedback.
What kind of feedback?
I don't know, any feedback. This is Matt from Richmond. See you soon.
A very nice place. You can make a good video.
再见。